A man who can't lead will always be frustrated with a strong woman. Yeah.
Men don't like strong women. And when my ex-friends, they boyfriends never liked me. Because I was a strong woman and they could see that. And they didn't want me to get beside that weak woman because they knew I would try to get in their ear. And the men always won over them. So I just had to let a lot of friendships go. And a lot of my friends I tried to bring with me, and they felt like I was talking down on them. And it's like they didn't want to take the criticism that I was trying to give you. But baby, you have to listen to me. You know I've been exactly where you are. So if you see me becoming a better person and I'm trying to tell you what you can do and you're declining it, okay, you can't take everybody with you. And it's going to hurt. Because, like, you spend time, it's the time you spend a lot of time with these people, but it's okay because you holding me back then. I'm trying to help you come this way. You don't want to come this way. You want to stay right there where you at, then I can't.
When a man is dealing with two women, most likely he'll stay with the weak-minded one. The weak-minded one would think that she won because she's with him, but the whole time he's really wishing that he was with the strong one, but too scared to be with the strong one because he's too weak. See, a weak man knows that a strong woman is going to make him level up and become the man that she needs him to be. A weak woman will accept him as is, bad behavior and all, because she's weak with a very low self-esteem, and he knows that. A weak man can't love a strong woman. He won't know what to do with her. So instead, he settles with the weak woman, wishing the whole time he had the guts to be with the strong woman. That's why it's important that you choose a strong, secure man, because a strong, secure man will know exactly how to love a strong, confident woman. Be smart, date smart, choose wisely, Nat Nation. And remember, I told you.
Hey Rych Babes, it's Robyn Milan and welcome back to the channel where we do it the Rych Way, girl. We think rich, get rich, and stay rich. Now, let's talk about something that's been long overdue. Why weak men don't like strong women. No, I'm not talking about strong in a masculine, loud way. I'm talking about women who just know who they are. Women who can't be manipulated, who have boundaries, who move with grace and confidence, who've healed enough to know peace is the real prize, okay? See, a weak man doesn't dislike you because you're strong. He dislikes you because your strength exposes his weakness. So let's get right into this video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll be back shortly.
Sis, don't be mad that he chose her. Don't be mad because he ran to somebody else. Let me tell you why. When a man is complacent in the way he's living and he's comfortable doing what it is that he want, and he want to move around like he's single, and you don't fall for that, sis, he's gonna run to somebody else who's comfortable with him doing the things that he's doing. He's gonna run to that other person who's comfortable and who lets him get away with the shit that he want to get away with. Let me tell you something. Weak men don't want a strong woman. Okay, so they will run to somebody who's weaker than you. And let me tell you why. They don't want a strong woman when they know they can't come in all hours of the night because, yes, they have a family. They're going to run to somebody who they feel like they can do that with. When they know they can't talk to you and treat you any kind of way, they're going to run to somebody who they can get away with that with. Then he gonna try to act like you the problem, sis. I know y'all been in that situation before. He gonna try to act like you the issue. He gonna try to act like you insecure. When in reality, you just want to move like you a single man. And if that's the case, go be single. Then he's going to run to a weaker woman or a desperate woman. And when I mean desperate, you know how some women deal with anything just to say they have a man? He's going to run to that. Ladies, don't be upset when he run to somebody else, okay? Don't be upset, because let me tell you why. It may look like he treated her better than you. It may look like their relationship is better, but that's only because she's tolerating his disrespect. She's letting him do what it is that he wants. And yes, he's going to treat her better, obviously, because she letting him do what he want to do. And he just got perks on the side. Let her think she got the prize, because sis, you already know. Let her think she got the prize. Let her continue thinking that, because in reality, she ain't got shit. He's with you because you tolerate his bullshit.
A lot of men don't like strong women because it requires them to be a man, okay? And not a boy who wants attention, not a guy who wants control, a man who's grounded, confident, and doesn't fall apart the second someone challenges him, okay? So, strong women don't intimidate real men. They expose the ones pretending, okay? Because when a woman has boundaries, standards, and self-respect, it's not attitude. It's just the end of your manipulation, okay? So some men think leadership means being louder. No, it means being secure enough not to compete with the person standing next to you, okay? okay? You can't lead if you're threatened by strength, all right? A strong woman doesn't need you to fix her. She needs you to just meet her, okay? And if that feels like pressure, it's because she's not lowering herself to make you comfortable. She's inviting you to rise up. So, yeah, a lot of men don't like strong women, not because she's difficult, but because, she makes them look at every part of themselves they've been avoiding. I've been there, okay? Now, if that offends you, she's probably not the problem.
Weak men don't like strong women who demand respect. This is why when he know that he can't talk to you any type of way, you won't let him come in at any time of the night and do what he wants, he'll try his best to make you feel like you the problem. And if that don't work, he run to a weaker woman. And it might look like he treating her better than you, but that's because she accepts cheating and disrespect, letting him move how he wants, turning the blind out of what he does so she gets what she wants out of him. Follow me? And here you are feeling like you couldn't get him to change. But when a man is complacent and don't want to change, he finds a woman who's comfortable with his behavior. And she thinks she got something above you, but really she got something beneath you because she willing to accept most shit. And that's why he chose her. And I hope that gives you the final piece that you need to finally move on. Free game, ladies.
Yesterday I had a guy tell me, Chevy, you seem very intelligent, very strong-minded and independent, and that alone can intimidate a lot of men. And I instantly I'm not going to lie, it kind of turned me off to hear another man say that. Because, fellas, I want y'all to understand something and take me out of it. Let's just speak about, independent women in general. A woman that's confident, a woman that's independent, strong-minded, intelligent, y'all should never look at her as a threat or a way to intimidate you as a man. You should literally be able to see that a woman as such is an asset. She is a woman that can literally become the best partner with you and for you. Y'all say that y'all want a woman that's loyal, a woman that's smart, a woman that's got my back when I can't, handle things, or if something falls down, she's able to, pick up the pieces. And you can't say that you want that, then turn around and say, oh, that looks like too much. That looks challenging. She looks like she's combative. It's one or the other. Now, don't get me wrong. I 100% agree that a lot of women get themselves in position and then they begin to start challenging men, and they start feeling as though, what can you do for me that I can't do for myself? And I got this, I got that. I know there's a lot of women that let their independence lead them into masculinity for sure. We're not talking about those kind of women. We are talking about a healthy-minded woman, a woman that is healthy with her confidence. It's not overdone. A woman that is healthy with her finances, but she's not bragging. A woman that have chosen to make great decisions in her life that has now put her in position, and now she's looking for someone to build with. You should never look at an independent woman or a confident woman, an ambitious woman, as a threat. You should see her as an asset and be inspired, and you should be like, you know what? She seemed like she got herself together. That looked like a woman I could build with. So I don't know, fellas. I just thought I would challenge y'all mindset and offer a different perspective where y'all are not automatically viewing independent women as a problem or problematic or too much to deal with. Understand that a strong woman can literally challenge you to be the best man ever. She can make you better. She can help you think bigger. She can add value. She can add ideas. She can add wisdom. She can keep you accountable. Do you want a woman that needs you? Do you want a woman that's beneath you? Or would you rather have a woman that can stand beside you? A woman that can literally help you build something where you're not the only person that has to be the thinker. Some men like that, but that's also a control issue too. That's another story for another day. But nonetheless, are you strong enough to handle what it is that you're asking for? If you want a strong woman, a partner, somebody that can help you think, a loyal individual, she's going to need a real mindset. She just can't be just there dangling. Or else you're not looking for a partner. You're looking for somebody that needs you.
Ladies, listen, some men are just not going to be with you. They're not going to be with you, and I'll explain why. Sometimes you're too successful, okay? Sometimes you really are too much for a man. Too successful, you're too beautiful, you're too smart, you're too intellectual. That's it. He won't be with you, okay? You're too beautiful, you get a lot of attention from men. Oh, I can't be with her. She's doing what she loves, she's growing, she's healing, she's thriving. Nah, I'm going to go and be with a weak woman. I'm going to go be with a woman who hates herself. I'm going to be with a woman who has no voice, no life, no friends, no goals, no life, no friends, no goals. You get the point, okay? Some of you are out here absolutely bleeding yourself dry trying to come up with reasons as to why this man didn't want you. And you fail to see the real reason. And the real reason is it's because he's just too intimidated by you. He's too intimidated by you, and it stems from insecurity. When men see women doing really well, successful in their careers, living the lives that they want, happy, glowing, stress-free, making money, beautiful, attractive, investing in themselves, living the life that they truly want, it rattles them. It rattles them. Yeah. And you're going to come across men who are not going to want to date you. Or if they do date you, they're going to try and run game on you because it makes them feel better about themselves that they kind of humbled you, that they kind of did something to you, okay? You know, like I did my big one on her, you know, and so hard, I left this woman on red. Do you really think if you weren't special, do you think this man would be using all this mental energy on trying to bring you down to his level or trying to shame you or trying to humble you? Do you really think this man's even going to waste time on you? It's because you're above him. You intimidate him. You terrify him. You have options. You're successful. You're beautiful. You're charismatic. You're magnetic. You're hypnotic. Like, you have a light. You're the triple threat woman. He's absolutely terrified of you. And so he should be.
So here's the truth, babe. Weak men aren't intimidated by your looks or your money or your success. They're intimidated by your clarity, okay? Because clarity means they can't sell you confusion, okay? When you know what you want, you become hard to manipulate. When you set standards, you become hard to entertain. And when you stop begging for love, you become hard to control. That's why they call you too much, too confident, too independent, okay, too opinionated. But let's be real, too much just means you can't be used easily. Weak men are attracted to what they can't manipulate and what they cannot maintain. They love the chase, but hate the consistency required to keep you. They want the idea of a strong woman, the aesthetics, the ambition, the discipline, but the accountability that comes with her, they don't want it. And the moment they realize they can't dominate you, they start trying to diminish you. That's when you hear the little jabs like, oh, you think you better than anyone? Or you don't need no man. Like, they say that because you no longer need validation. Because for weak men, control is love. And if they can't control you, they'll convince themselves something's wrong with you, okay? Psychologically, this is rooted in insecurity. A weak man doesn't truly hate you. He hates what you remind him of, his lack of purpose, his lack of confidence, his lack of growth, okay? And instead of rising to your level, he resents you for existing at all.
These men don't like strong women because women get it done. She can make it happen. She makes sure the kids get everything they need. She don't even need your help. She got her own money. She work hard. She makes sure the kids in school. She makes sure they get their work done. Every Christmas, every birthday, she there. When time get hard, she makes sacrifices. She take from herself to make sure her family can eat, to make sure her family can live, to make sure a roof over their head and clothes on their back. When the dad ain't there, she the mom and the dad. She teach her kids how to love and respect people. She teach her kids how to be great people, educated people. She teach her kids to have common sense. A strong woman never give up. She don't need nothing from you. She can let you go with no worries because she independent and you ain't gonna stop her shine. You ain't gonna stop her glow. And a strong woman is always 10 steps ahead of you.
Men gonna always pick the weaker woman. Let me say it again for the ones in the back. A man will always choose the weaker woman. Let me explain why. So, when you got an insecure man, because most of the time, only an insecure man is going to choose a weak woman. A man who is secure within himself going to always go with the stronger one because they can build better. Okay, so most insecure men gonna choose that weaker woman. Why, you say? Because she's gonna do whatever the fuck he say. He know he can do whatever the fuck he want, and she not gonna go nowhere. Most of the time, she's insecure, and it helps feed his ego because he is insecure. Okay,
So then he typically not gonna go with the stronger one because she challenged him physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. She challenged him. She's gonna call out the lack of accountability. She's gonna call out the shortcomings. She's gonna call out the manipulation, the gaslighting, the narcissist. She's gonna call it all out. That weak one, she's gonna bitch, but she ain't gonna bitch about those. She's just gonna bitch like, oh, you cheated on me. Most of the time, a man can peep out when a woman is weak. And most of the time, a man will tell other women, other people, she's weak-minded, but that's okay. So it's like, it's some things that women say that trigger men to like, oh, okay, oh, I know I can do that. When a woman begs a man to give her time or like, just let me grow, that's weak. That's weak right there. And another thing, when a man does wrong and a woman don't walk away, you're telling that man, I can do anything. And another thing is, you got to be careful about what you tell these men that happened in your past. If you tell a man, I let this nigga cheat on me, you know, I took him back, I did this. That man calculating, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and she's still going, she gonna stay, she gonna stay. Especially a weak-minded woman. Let a strong motherfucker tell a nigga what happened in the past and he try that shit, watch how fast he gone.
Is that the woman you want, or is that the woman who validates your ego because now you feel like you helping? Big dog, some of y'all just be out here with up women just so you can say you fixed something. Just for you could say you lead in something. Just for you could say you built something. Because a woman who got all her own together, you can't come in and have a plan for her. You feel? Nah, hold up, fellas. This idea that you have to have a plan and a way, say that plan and way for a woman who already on her way somewhere, cuz. Y'all be too cool carrying dead weight and justifying it off you being a man. Y'all too cool with women who ain't got for you eating off your plate just because you got a plate to provide. And then you that's complaining 15, 20 years later about how women don't appreciate this. No, you got with a woman that was never grateful. She was needy. You got with a woman who needed it, and you happen to be, my G.
Strong women intimidate weak men. That's no. Because if he was an alpha and he was in his masculine energy, pure masculine energy, not wounded energy, he would want a smart, hardworking woman on his side because she will inspire him. She'll guide him. She'll give him advice. She'll give him constructive criticism. She will be there. She'll be his rock. And together they can build. I don't want a man to sit down and watch me build and clap for me. No, I want a man to build with. So when a man is intimidated by a strong woman, he's weak. It's because there's nothing to be intimidated about. Men and women don't compete with each other. They complete each other. So I do need a man that is in his alpha and masculine, because if he's not, then I will tap into my masculine energy to basically bring that masculine energy into the relationship, because he doesn't have it. So it's so important for a man to be healed in his alpha energy, in his healed energy, for him to be able to allow the woman safely to drop into her feminine.
The issue is a man who can't lead will always be frustrated by a strong woman. A man who can't lead will always be aggravated by someone who doesn't just kowtow to him just because he is a man. Every single one of those situations, a man exposes himself as not a leader. Why is she not submitting to me? What is she submitting to? Let's start asking questions. Are you leading? Where are you leading? What are you leading? What is your mission statement for yourself? Not that you have to have one, but where do you see yourself going at? What is your mission statement as a husband? What is your job as a husband? Well, I'm supposed to be
the leader, the head.
No, so many want to be Christ, like Christ is to the church, but really what they want to be is God. And so what they want to do is develop hells when they really should be sacrificing themselves for their wives until she is healed. But the man does all the work. No, the man does all the work first. That's what leaders do. Leaders take the most arrows in the back. Leaders trailblaze. Leaders go first. And so if you want something out of your woman, you show her. You exemplify that. You let her follow you. When she doesn't follow, that's when you have a problem. And you say, well, if you want to go right, I'm going to go this way.
So the problem with a lot of weak men is they want their woman to remain weak and dumb. You understand me? Because they afraid that if I teach her what I know, she may surpass me. She may feel like she don't need me. But see, a man that is constantly growing is not afraid of teaching his woman everything that he knows. Because he's going to constantly learn and learn more. And then at some point in time, if not when she comes into the relationship, then she's going to be teaching you things. She's going to be adding things. Yo, babe, you said you wanted to do this. Boom, got the paperwork done, called up so-and-so. Now y'all building. Nowadays, people want to have separation of dreams. No, you got to bring it together under one team.
Most men are terrified of women's power and of women's clarity. When a woman knows who she is and what she wants, that terrifies many men because they mistake dominance and control for masculinity. And that's one of the unique challenges, because actually dominance and control is insecurity. So you said it already, we need to teach men to relate to women in a way that is not just deeply respectful, but where they also find their deeper sense of confidence and power. Because as long as men are terrified of a woman's power, they will want women in a submissive role. They will want women not to speak up to avoid their own pain. The upbringing for most men, that being taught that showing emotions is a weakness. So it is to unlearn that. And also what is really important is that so many men are looking for a framework, but often they're told by society, don't be like that. But saying don't be like that is not enough. We need to help men to find their place of power where they respect women deeply and at the same time are rooted in their masculinity.
Hold your fucking titties for this one because I'm about to explain. No one talks about dating men that low-key hate you. They breadcrumb you enough to the point where you can't leave because you're manipulated into thinking like, oh, he does fuck with me. Like, he likes me and I like him. Keep in mind, insecure men, little boys, will see a woman that is so confident in herself, so bright, walks into every room, talks to everybody. They see this image and it intimidates them. Real men aren't intimidated by your boundaries, your confidence, the personality you have, the things that you want to do in life. Insecure men that low-key hate you will keep you around because they want what you have. And I'm not talking physically, I'm talking on a mental scale. Like, it's the fact that your presence is made known without you actually having to try. And a lot of people don't like that. They don't like that you're getting attention. They don't like that people are looking at you a certain way. They don't like that you can talk to anybody on a platonic level. They feel like they can't put themselves out there in that way because they would get rejected. You can quite literally tell when a woman is so bright and fun alone and then she walks in with her boyfriend and it's like this dark cloud above her. Stop dating men that dim your light.
All right, babe. Like, listen, you were never meant to dim your light just for someone else to feel tall in your shadows. You don't need to shrink for love. You don't need to water down yourself for connection. Strong women attract resilience because they reflect elevation. Your self-respect is a revolution in a world that profits off female insecurities, right? So your boundaries are a disturbance in systems that depend on you staying silent. And your peace is threatening to people who only know how to survive through chaos. So if you ever been told you're too strong, take that as a confirmation. You've grown past the version of yourself that settled for less. Don't waste another season trying to prove your softness to people who cannot handle your strength. You can be feminine and firm. You can be gentle and grounded. You can be nurturing and still say no. Like, this does not serve me. I'm not doing it. Because true strength isn't about competing with a man. It is about outgrowing the ones who want to compete with you. Okay? And here's the kicker, girl. A real man isn't intimidated by your strength. He is inspired by it. He sees your independence and says, look, let me add to that. He sees your confidence and says, I can respect that. Because real men want partners and not projects, okay? So if you're watching this and wondering why every time you stand up for yourself, people start backing away, good. That's how you know you're finally walking in your power. The wrong ones will fall off, but the right ones will recognize the woman that you've become. You're not too much. You've just been around people who were too little for what you carry, okay? All right, my love. So don't miss what's coming this November, all right? Because Black Friday is at richmilanco.com and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so when you join the list, you'll get early access to the products and exclusive deals, okay? And I'm so excited for you. And if you've been struggling to make your first sale, grab my $1 Martini ebook, girl. It breaks down my exact sales psychology strategy that has helped a lot of rich babes start selling with confidence. Okay, all the links are in the description box below. All right, my loves, listen, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Until next time, rich babes, stay rich. Love you.